Hello there, welcome. So today's class will not be as wacky as yesterday's. It was such fun, so wonderful. Today we are going to do seaweed arms again. I'm just so in love with that movement. And we're going to do some other stuff as well, some nice and fun stuff. So come lie on your back. So wonderful, come. So welcome back, so nice. And I know some of you, like during the week, you do this later in the day, but on a Saturday, I know particularly somebody in Germany does this live with me this morning. So good morning, Germany. So great. So lying on your back and your feet are flat on the floor. And then pull your lower back down and flatten down. And then arch and breathe into your belly. Even though it was wacky yesterday, somebody was reflecting that it was like a wave of laughter kind of spread out across Ireland and into some pockets of the world yesterday because of the class. So that brought great joy to my heart. So just continue flattening down, arching, noticing is there a smile on your face or not? If there isn't, then get your smile on. And just deepen your breath. Just have a sense of this moment in your body. And then just rock your pelvis from left to right. As you do so, just feel how your body takes this movement. Nice. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling and bend your right knee a little bit. So your right knee is a little bit bent, and then try and lift the left buttock off the floor. And to do that, I push my left elbow really strong and then drop my left hip down. And then bend your left knee a little bit and try and lift the right bum off the floor. And so kind of try and reach with one leg and then reach with the other leg. And the other knee is slightly bending. It just makes it a little bit more doable. It's going to be engaging something in your deep groin, your deep belly, something in your waist, also in your shoulders. There's this amazing cross body happening. One more time, bending one knee, reaching, bending one knee, reaching. Nice. So bring your elbows straight out from your sides and then bring the backs of your hands slowly down towards the floor. If you have anything going on with your shoulders and that movement really isn't comfortable or just not at all doable, if your hands are really in the air, then bring your hands to where they feel comfortable. Really important with shoulders. And then have your knees so they're directly over your hips and your thighs and your feet are touching. And then slowly just begin to sway your knees from side to side, but your shoulders are trying to stay really glued to the floor. And just move into a space that you feel your body in grace and in flow and in connection. So experience your body as sensations and really enjoy them. Enjoy the fact that you can feel this side of your body working and the deep of your belly engaging. And that there's a moment where it's like you pull deeply backwards to bring yourself back up to center. Nice. And then keeping your arms where they are, roll a big circle with your knees, circling. And then roll in the other direction. My knees come slightly apart. Or if they do stay together, then great, but mine don't. My ankles stay together, not my knees. Nice. And then come back to center. Nice. Bring your arms long beside you. Keep your feet, bring your elbows actually a little bit out. Keep your feet in the air, and we're going to roll over towards the right and come into zigzag. So rolling over towards the right, and then land all the way up until you're up into your zigzag. So your two knees are bent, and my right foot is resting near the left thigh, but there's space for it. seaweed arms. So bring your arms out forward and then draw your arms over towards the right. And then as you glide back towards the left, let your left elbow travel first, and then let your right elbow travel. And then just get into the flow of your arms. And then as you do that, notice how your pelvis moves to the left and then your elbow goes. And then your pelvis moves to the right and then your elbow goes. There's this deep whole body sense of flow in this. And for me, there's this kind of moment near the end where I slow down and then I change direction. And then I slow down and I change direction. And it just feels really nourishing for my shoulder blades, for my arms, for my whole torso and rib cage. One more time. Nice. Come land all the way down. And then roll to the other side. You're in zigzag to the left. Arms are out forward. And just sway. And as you sway, feel the end of your range. And then notice what your pelvis does to help. There's this kind of, the engine of the right hip is moving you as you do this. It's like it's the pedal, or it's the beginning of the movement is the right hip lifting and then the right hip dropping. Nice. One more time. Right hip lifting and dropping. Nice. Come all the way down. Pause. And then roll again over towards the right. All the way up. Zigzag to the right. So my knees are facing straight forward in front of my hips as such. They're over this way. And then turn and bring your right elbow down so that it's out. So my forearm is kind of in line with my left thigh. Well, right thigh, right forearm are kind of square to each other. And then take your left hand and glide it in the line between the right knee, right hand, and then reach beyond as if your hand is trying to go up and beyond, and then come back, pull your elbow back. So as you reach, it'll be your deep belly and the side of your rib cage that are stretching. So I'm reaching my left hand forward, and I'm also trying to bring my forehead down. So it's a really deep torso, rib cage, belly. So pull your elbow back and then glide it forward. Pull your elbow back. And next time we go, find the place that you rest. Nice, coming all the way up. And then come rest down. So it's where your elbow would be when you're going down. So we'll find that on the other side. It's an easier way to find it. So when your elbow lands on the left side, just leave it there, actually. Oh, that's a great way. And then pull your right elbow back and then reach long with your right hand. Is that your right hand? Yes, right hand. Pull your elbow back and then reach, drop your head down. Pull your elbow back. Reach, drop your head down. Pull your elbow back. And next time we go, we're going to pause. That was super cool. Come land on your back. And just roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And then roll in the other direction. Just rolling. Nice. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Just roll into your ankles. Really feel the sense of your feet, your toes, and then roll in the other direction. Super cool. So roll all the way up into your downward dog. So whatever way you roll, whatever way you do it. Nice. So your hands are on the floor, your heels are pulling backwards. And just resting in. Maybe bend your knees a little bit. Stretch through your legs. Bending knees a little bit. And stretch through your legs. Nice. And then just bend one knee, stretch the other leg, and bend one knee, stretch the other leg, and Just find, just for a few moments, a sense of flow in your hips, flow in your legs, the connection into the floor. That sense of really deeply feeling into your heels, your calves, your feet. Bend both knees. Stretch both legs. Nice. One more time. Bend both knees and stretch both legs. Super. Walk all the way forward towards the front of your mat. And then slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Cool. So stand front of your mat and just settle yourself in. Reach your arms wide, palms come together, looking up. And then bending your elbows, bend your knees, come down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Stretch your right leg long behind you. Leaning into your lunge. Step your left foot back. Plank pose. Drop your knees to the floor. Lower all the way down. Bring your fingers a little bit wide or bring your elbows to the floor and then rise. So if your fingers are wide, you're up on your fingertips and you're pushing with your hands. If your elbows are on the floor, then you're drawing your shoulders away from your ears and lengthening through your spine. Really choose which one you like or which one you feel comfortable with. And lowering down, hands to the floor or forearms to the floor. Push back and push back. Nice. Downward dog. Stretch your right foot up and back behind you. And then step your right foot forward, helping it forward in whatever way you need to. Whether you drop your knee and help it forward, or rise and step your foot forward. I see. Stretch through your back leg. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left foot back behind you and step it back into a lunge. Sink into your lunge a little bit deeper. Now step back into your plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Nice. Bring your fingers wider than your mat and up on your fingertips, or bring your elbows to the floor underneath your shoulders. So see which one suits you. And rise. Nice. Lowering down. Either bring your hands to the floor either side of your chest or push your elbows down and reverse backwards. And reverse backwards. All the way back. Downward dog. Nice. Stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling. Step the left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Go drawing your forehead down. Rolling all the way up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. And come all the way down. So come stand in the middle of your mat. It's interesting, during the week, Joseph cut his finger. He was doing something, he cut his finger really badly, not badly, kind of a gash. And it was exactly the place where he plays cello. And so there was no cello for a few days. And I was like, God, the house is so quiet. So stand and just bring your hands to your hips and just roll into your hips to begin with. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Roll out through your shoulders, big circles. And then in the other direction. Super. So bring your arms overhead. And you can interlock your fingers if you want, or you can keep your hands kind of free. And then you're going to lean towards the right. And then you're going to round forward. But it's not my waist that's going forward. It's just my rib cage. And then lean to the left and then back. And so draw a circle with your arms so that you feel your chest moving. If you interlock your fingers, sometimes there's a little bit more stability through the movement and you can feel it more. Or sometimes with your arms free, you get more kind of seaweed feelings. So just sway. And just feel the circle of your torso. So as I move, I go side, and I can feel my back, and I can feel my side, and I can feel the front, and then change direction. And just hearing the sense of your torso. Nice. Draw your arms down, let them hang. Feet are hip distance apart, and drop your head down and roll down. As you roll down, bring your hands down towards the floor or pause with your elbows on your knees. And then come all the way back up. And as you rise, when your hands are near your thighs, reach your arms wide and pause when your arms are straight out to the sides and look up as you open your arms. Really feel that sense of, they call these power poses. Just feel that vast holding that you do there. And then slowly rounding down. Let your fingertips touch the floor or pause with your elbows on your knees. Coming all the way up when your hands are near your thighs, reach your arms wide and reach out through your fingers and really feel a sense of what this pose feels like as an expression, as a gesture. Nice. Rounding. Coming all the way down. And one more time. Rolling all the way up. Reach your arms wide and look up as you reach. Nice. And then just look forward, keep your arms where they are and turn both palms down and then back to front. And your shoulders will really round forward. And then turn your palms up and then a little bit more and your chest really opens. So just feel that. There's something that happens in your shoulders that creates a rounding and an arching through the upper torso. Rounding. So turn your palms back to front. You'll round. Turn your palms up and you'll arch. Nice. One more time. Turn your palms down. Rounding. Turn your palms up and you will arch. Nice. Just drop your arms, shake your arms. So the next movement, years ago, I think it's like 17 years ago now, I used to, I don't know if I had a studio or I worked in a studio, kind of both, a yoga studio in Bombay in India, Mumbai. And we had certain movements that we did. We kind of had, and this is one of the signature moves that we had. It was like all the directors and the actors from Bollywood used to come to us, and all the really rich and famous of Bombay. It was awesome. It was very cool. So palms are out and face down. And then turn your right palm up and your left hand is down, okay? And just do that a few times. So really feel it's like your tea towel that's squeezing itself out. So the palm that's face up, I start looking at that hand. And then the palm that's face down, I really reach backwards like I'm in a relay race and somebody's trying to give me something behind me. Just turn towards the palm that's face up and then change. So then you're going to start, bring your feet a little bit wider actually, and you're going to start doing a thing where the hand that you're looking at, bend the knee behind you with your hand behind you. And then as you turn towards the right hand, bend the left knee and just feel the kind of the squeeze through. How would you make that movement as big as you can? I think we used to call this, no idea really. It's either goddess pose or dancing nataraj or something. No idea. Just feel that. You straighten the leg of the hand that you're looking at and you bend the knee of the hand behind you. And just find your flow. You can begin to bend your elbows a little bit more so they sweep in circles. Just feel that. One more time, each side. Nice. And just shake out your arms. Nice. So keep your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Bring your elbows to your knees. And then reach your right hand forward and bend your knees as low as you can. So you're really dropping down with your hips and your buttocks, and your right hand is forward. And then pull your right elbow back and look up as you reach up. Nice. Reach forward. Really deepen into your hips. Your hand is forward. And then pull it back. This I call farmer yoga. Reaching up. One more time. Reach forward. And coming back. Nice. Both elbows to your knees. Reach your left hand forward. And then reach your left elbow up. Reach up, look up. Reach your left hand forward. And then bend your elbow, reaching up. One more time. Reaching forward. And coming all the way up. Nice. Both elbows to your knees. Bend your knees a little bit more, really sitting deeply down. Straighten through your legs. Bend your knees. And straighten, coming all the way up. So we're going to go wider, just briefly. Feet are wider, maybe 2 foot apart, 3 foot apart, something like that. Bring your hands to your knees, and then bend your elbows deeply and try and bring your belly and your nose as low to the floor as you can. And then straighten your arms, and then straighten your legs. Nice. And again, bring your hands to your knees, lower down as low as you can. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Nice. One more time. Coming all the way down, bend your elbows, lower your belly and your nose down. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. I do a variation. Bend both, bring your hands to your knees, just lowering down, reach your right hand forward. Extreme farmer yoga. Oh, so cute. Both hands to your knees, come all the way up. Nice. Bring both hands to your knees, lowering down. Bring your left hand forward. Extreme farmer yoga on the left. Both hands to your knees and come all the way up. Nice. One last variation. Both hands to your knees, lowering down. Bring your right hand over towards the left. Bend your elbow so you pull yourself a little bit towards the left. Both hands to your knees and bring your hand to your right ankle. Bend your elbow a little bit more. And coming up, bring both hands to the floor. Stretch out through your legs and then bring one knee to the floor and then the other. And come into your cat pose. So just feel the rounding of your back and the arching of your back. And let it really soothe your spine. Rounding, arching. Again, rounding, arching. Look over your right shoulder. And then look over your left shoulder. Right. Nice. And left. Nice. And then maybe just make a circle with your torso. Glass movement. Like how would you can bend your elbows if you wish. There's no right or wrong. Just that sense of how do you find your flow? Somebody was telling me yesterday that last week they had this moment where they felt really graceful. And this I love, that each of us really has the potential to experience our body in grace, rolling in the other direction. And it's truly not what we look like. It's this sense of an inside flow state where we begin to follow sensations and really allow ourselves a certain freedom in our bodies. So just let yourself be free in your spine and your shoulders and find your flow. Nice. Sit your bum all the way back. You can either have your arms long in front of you or elbows bent. And just check in with your hope molecules there. And that sense of there's a certain tingly, yummy, joyful movement inside me. That's like deeply satisfying and at the same time really engaged and alive. Yeah, I feel really alive. In you, what does it feel like? Nice. And just put a big cheesy smile on your face. Maybe do a few out loud laughs. Just ha 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 ha. It's so funny. Anyways, so yes, so I actually have noticed yesterday I was experimenting yesterday, and as soon as I do it, anytime, it's like I go from this inside silent feeling of expression into this kind of joyful, bubbly expression of me. So laugh out loud. It's really good for you. Um, rewires your nervous system. It's just good for everything, I think. So slowly coming up, doing it, whatever. Or you can stay there, of course, because you're probably resting at home. And so see what you want to do, and have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Saturday, whatever you're going to do. And great, be awesome.